If you've ever felt like your plants were holding back, like there was a whole hidden world of root power waiting to explode beneath the soil, this is the moment where everything changes. Because today we're not talking about another store-bought booster or yet another overpriced bottle on the gardening aisle. We're unlocking something alive, something pulsing with enzymes, hormones, and raw biological force. This is sprouted seed tea, the living elixir that turns dormant seeds into root-fueling energy your plants can use instantly. And here, at Timeless Crops Haven, we are diving straight into how to craft the most potent brew possible. When a seed wakes up and begins to sprout, something incredible happens. Growth regulators, enzymes, amino acids, and natural hormones surge into action. These compounds aren't present during simple soaking, and they're barely detectable in traditional compost tea. But once a seed has cracked open and pushed out its first root tip, it becomes a biochemical powerhouse. This activated state is what gives sprouted seed tea its famous reputation for explosive root development. You're essentially extracting the life force of thousands of tiny plants right at the moment they're most potent. In side-by-side comparisons, roots treated with sprouted seed tea show stronger branching, thicker hairs, faster elongation, and far more vigor. When plants receive these activated compounds early, they respond with the kind of underground growth that sets the stage for everything else. Better nutrient uptake, stronger stems, richer foliage, and higher yield. Not all seeds release the same swarm of beneficial compounds when they sprout. Alfalfa, clover, and fenugreek are some of the top performers because they contain rich profiles of enzymes and natural growth enhancers. Alfalfa is famous for its triacontanol content, a potent growth stimulator. Clover unlocks strong root-boosting enzymes. Fenugreek brings a balanced blend of amino acids that support overall plant resilience. You want clean, untreated seeds intended for sprouting, not birdseed or anything coated. Once you've chosen your seed mix, you're ready to activate them. The process starts with soaking, but soaking alone doesn't unleash the full power. Rinse your seeds thoroughly, then place them in a jar and soak them in clean water for 8 hours. After draining, keep them in a ventilated container and rinse twice a day. Within 24 to 48 hours, tiny white root tips will appear. That's your sweet spot. You don't want long tails, just the first burst of growth. When the tips appear, the internal chemistry of the seed hits peak intensity. If you notice fuzzy growth, don't panic. Healthy root hairs are normal. True mold has a distinct musty smell and forms slimy patches. Fresh, healthy sprouts smell clean, earthy, and vibrant. Here's where the magic turns into a powerful liquid fertilizer. You're not just blending sprouts with water, you're fermenting them to release everything they contain into a form the plant can absorb easily. Start with 1 cup of fresh sprouts added to 1 gallon of non-chlorinated water. Blend lightly or crush them to break cell walls. Add exactly 1 tablespoon of molasses to feed the microbes that will transform the raw sprout mixture into bioavailable nutrients. Let this mixture ferment for 24 to 36 hours, stirring occasionally if possible. Keep it in a warm area, ideally around 70 to 75 degrees Fahrenheit, because temperature decides how active the microbial community becomes. If you want to accelerate the process even more, you can aerate the mixture by simply shaking your container several times a day, or by using a small aquarium pump. After fermenting, strain the liquid well. What you now have is your concentrated root elixir. This tea is powerful. You never use it full strength. For seedlings, dilute 1 cup of brewed sprouted seed tea into 1 gallon of water. For vegetative plants, mix 1 cup per half gallon of water. For mature or flowering plants, 1 cup per 1 gallon is perfect. Apply as a soil drench for deep root penetration. If you prefer foliar feeding, keep it even gentler. Half a cup of tea per gallon of water to avoid oversaturation on tender leaf surfaces. Gardeners who use this properly often see quicker transplant recovery, thicker root mats, and visibly greener growth within days. It's like flipping a switch inside your plants, waking up their internal systems and helping them operate at full power. If you were to film a time-lapse of treated plants versus untreated ones, the difference would be, well, honestly, shocking. Roots spread faster, shoots lift earlier, leaves unfurl with more confidence. Plants don't just grow, they surge forward. This isn't hype, it's biology. When plants receive activated enzymes and natural hormones at the moment they need them most, they respond with accelerated growth that feels almost unfair. Because this is a living brew, its shelf life is short. So store it in the refrigerator and use it within 5 days for the best results. You can also freeze small portions in ice cube trays for longer storage, thawing them as needed. Many gardeners at Timeless Crops Haven make small batches weekly, so the tea is always fresh, potent, and ready to use. Sprouted seed tea isn't a one-time trick. It's a long-term strategy. Using it once every week or every 2 weeks maintains strong microbial activity in the soil, supports ongoing root development, and keeps plants resilient through stress periods. Over time, your soil structure improves, nutrient retention increases, and your plants behave like they've found a hidden reserve of strength they never had before. And now it's your turn to experiment, craft, and witness the results yourself. If you try this sprouted seed tea and see those dramatic improvements in your garden, make sure to share your experience and results. And if you found this guide helpful, don't forget to subscribe to Timeless Crops Haven and share this video so more growers can unlock their own root power.